Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 31st episode of the Nonsense Based Podcast. I'm your host for today, Waf, and with me are Fedora
Fedora.
and
Potato. I'm
Mr.
tired.
Potato.
Ha ha.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Oh,
Good morning, evening,
Merry
and
Christmas.
morning, and almost. Hopefully, this will be up before Christmas.
Merry
because-
Christmas.
Yeah. if you-
All I want for Christmas
Merry Christmas.
is you.
right.
Yeah.
So, on the last episode, we had topics, correct, everyone? So,
Yes, we
yeah.
do. I totally
Yeah.
remember the topics.
We
were
totally
gonna
had a
talk
topic.
about.
The topic last week was about the transportation thing.
Oh
vehicles
yes,
and
yes.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was definitely
that-
last week. Yeah.
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 And well, last episode, not last week. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Surely.
for this episode, I've decided I want to talk about interesting stories, media, movies, and the things that we have watched. So,
Like peak
like-
fiction.
like peak fiction, yeah, such as that. For example, actually, just the other day, you both know this, I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time in my life.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, same.
I mean, have you two watched it?
No.
I watched it with you, so don't worry.
You didn't watch the whole thing. You watched half of it. You watched when it
I
was
never
ending.
watched it. Actually.
Less than half of
You
it,
haven't
that's for
watched
sure.
it.
I think I've only seen clips because my
Uh-huh.
brother loves the movie.
Do you read the
yeah.
Bible, motherfucker? Ezekiel 25 or 17. The path for righteous men. Okay.
You're done. But
Rule
yeah,
30 of
no,
Fight
the-
Club. Talk about Fight Club or something.
Okay, the movie itself is like there's no structure, there's no straight real plot in the movie. You just go about the day, the life or like a day of these people, what they do, right? And each of these main characters, these people that we follow throughout
Assuming they're
each,
people.
each sections of the film, they're so different from one another, right? And like each of them have their own ending, and like it's essentially a movie just about storytelling. That's about it. There's not
Ooh.
there's no spice like the world is ending or like, oh, we gotta save these people or that kind of bullshit. No, it's just people doing going on their lives, whether they be normal people, boxers, people from the gangster mafia. You're just
So
following
it's
them.
basically like boxer slice of life
It's
in a movie.
It's a slice of life without the relaxation. It's more of about the life. It's really interesting. If you watch if you watch the clip of like how the movie opens, right? The movie opens with these two couple having breakfast, right? And they're just talking about really random things. Like they talk about nothing, and then they essentially lead up to let's rob a bank and all that.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, if we rob a bank, blah blah, this happen, that happen, and then they came to the conclusion where, wait, what if we rob this restaurant? It's like banks or shops or whatever, they got security, insurance will cover everything, whatever, right? But a restaurant, no one suspects anyone to rob a restaurant, and then they rob the restaurant, or they try to.
So did they succeed in the end?
Watch the movie and find out. That's yeah.
Sponsored by.
I mean, another movie that's just like that would be Breakfast Club. If you ever watched that one.
I've never watched
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
This
I
one
have
is
heard
more
about
towards like kids, right? Yang
Yeah.
the sekolah punya kids.
it. High school
So,
kids, is it?
give me a second. High school kids, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
one is like very something. One is this very very popular jock. Another one's a pretty girl. Another is a
Yeah,
nerd.
yeah.
Wait, was there a nerd? But you get the point. So they explain life through 4 different kids. I never watched it, but I get the gist of it because my friend was the one that watched it and he was telling me about it for like God knows how long. So
Yeah.
I got the whole movie idea just from him. So that's my whole life, the whole take.
Okay. How about we talk about stuff that we've watched, at least, I'm fine with
Okay.
like secondhand stories. Sure.
Like in like series, animations, anime and stuff.
Anything like you think is
like
like
Avatar.
you want to talk. Yeah, Avatar. Yeah, let's talk about Avatar. Let's go. It's been a
I
while.
mean, it's similar in a way, right? Because every episode, essentially, at least in the first 2 seasons,
Yeah.
they don't really have a story, but each episode has its own story. And depending if it's on the main crew itself, sometimes it's a story on whoever is around them. Like some
Right.
random dude from the Earth
My
Kingdom.
cabbages! Hell yeah.
Some cabbages dude, exactly.
Yeah, I still remember that,
That one
man
episode
is
with
the
Zuko.
peak. Man literally carried the whole Avatar series, I'ma tell you.
My cabbages.
My cabbages, he's in every season.
I
you know?
I think like when I was watching it, the first time I was watching Avatar, right? It's like the first time I was watching a cartoon, right? Because it was on Nickelodeon. It was the first time I was watching a cartoon that had continuity,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
where it was following a straight story. It wasn't like episodic, like the traditional cartoons that we used to watch, SpongeBob, Powerpuff
Yeah,
Girls,
yeah.
and
This
all
one
that.
actually
Yeah.
has like a storyline.
This has
like
a storyline to tell
storyline.
story. I'm like, oh, interesting. So that means I have to this new concepts that they're piecing things together. I have to watch it now. What is the story? Kind of
Yeah,
deal.
like
Yeah.
the thing about Avatar is every episode, like in the first few books, has like their own stories in itself, and at the same time, when you connect them together, it adds up to the main story, which is like beating Fire Lord Ozai.
yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of like interesting stories or interesting settings of your movies and stories and all that,
Yes. You are
one
speaking
of the
that.
thing I really love growing up as a kid to my teenage days and even till now as an adult was how some movies have some philosophical elements into it, you know?
Yeah.
Like for example, A Bronx Tale. It is the tale of a young kid who wants to get into that dangerous criminal life. But he has this father figure who's an actual big mafia boss, you know? Now this guy, this big mafia boss said, "Oh, you can't do that. It'll get you killed. It's gonna get, it teaches you a lot about life lessons, and especially the friends that you surround yourself with, right? Because as a kid, that dude, as a kid and as a teenager, he surrounds himself with these criminals, right? These guys are like, oh, see a black guy, they beat him up. They literally, these kids threw a fucking Molotov
Oh, what the?
in a black community, I think black restaurant full of black people, because they just hate black people because they were racist, right?
Oh, this is a movie
So-
about racism, is it?
It's not about racism, it's the philosophical, because these kids were
Yeah.
troublemakers.
Yeah.
So they were like, sometimes they were like, oh, a gun, I want to shoot somebody with it, you know?
Yeah.
So this big mafia boss tells this kid, hey, your friends are jerk-offs. It's like, no,
They're
but they're my
jerking
friends.
off.
No, jerk-offs, right?
Yeah.
It's so interesting because, as someone who grew up with family members who are somewhat gangsters, you can relate to that, the bad life, These kids are just destroying their lives. At the end of the day, spoilers ahead,
Yeah.
their friends got killed. So this is what he meant by this life is not for you. Just go study. You don't want to, do this life. Just because I do it doesn't mean you gotta do it. And then it has this very interesting, because he had two fathers, right?
Yeah.
The first father is like this guy, hardworking man who wakes up 5 a.m. in the morning, starts sending people in the bus. Just a hardworking man. The other one is the mafia boss,
Yeah.
who teaches him that who tries to straighten him out, like the guns, the drugs, because this kid thinks that I need a gun because I need to protect myself somehow, I need to protect myself somehow. But there's an interesting part was you don't need a gun. I've seen people who are worth betting over just because they have a gun. But let's say what happens if the other guy has a gun? Let's see who's the real tough guy, And that's super duper interesting because he teaches you about life. He teaches about all these things, and that's where I also get the idea of Machiavelli, The Prince, which is a dangerous book from the medieval times. The church banned that fucking book. I'm gonna tell you.
Why was it dangerous?
because it literally teaches you how to make people fear you, to be a ruthless leader, which is interesting. Yeah. So even one of the lines like, to be feared and to be loved is a good thing to have, you know? But you can only have one of them. So would you rather be feared or would you rather be loved? As a mafia boss, he would rather be feared, you know? It's like, it's so that if he is feared, they know people feel safe because they know he's close. But if he's also feared, they won't do anything stupid because, they know he's close.
So it's like I guess in a way a lose-lose situation, but the what do you call that? The objective of being feared is still being safe, but it's just a negative. What is that pictures?
I have no idea. Peanuts.
That's actually kind of banning books, right? For things like this, it's kind of understandable for you, especially when it touches human emotions, and it can change views of an entire society.
Oh no, that's not why the book was banned though. But yeah, sure, go on.
No, like it's about fear, right? Teaching people how to
somewhat.
to make people
It's
fear
about
you.
how to be a leader, how to be a ruthless, feared, competent leader.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The reason why it was banned is because the church doesn't want anyone, to be a threat to the church.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
makes sense.
That makes sense as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because the church want to be in power, but there's one guy named
Because the
Machiavelli.
church is using that book, I bet.
No, they weren't. But one guy named Machiavelli was like, "I'm gonna kill all of y'all." Yeah, it's an interesting book.
I mean,
what's about the life?
It does make sense why the church would ban that, because I guess like, what do you call that? Logically speaking, right? If you're a part of the church, you're against all violence and everything, correct? I would assume. I would assume you would be for peace.
No. I'm sorry.
What are they for? Why they banned it then?
Okay, here's the thing. Here's a bit of interesting fact about Christianity, right? The Catholics, the Pope and all that, they were in power and they banned a lot of the scholarly works so people won't be smart and they can control them.
Yes, okay. That's understandable.
Then there's Protestant Christians, right? But the people who are, being controlled, they're still poor. The Protestant Christians, they did not ban the scholarly works because they don't adhere to the church.
Yeah.
So they're free to learn, free to study, and so they're more developed, they're more educated.
Okay.
So the reason why is, if people are dumb, you can control them. So no education. That's another thing. That's the reason why a lot of
religion in this podcast.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, we're not exactly. It's like a.
It's like
It's not exactly religion, but it's just like a.
Or just for some people.
We're not entirely talking about it, I think.
Today is different, right? Christianity is different now. It's not the same as
Protestants and
before.
Catholics are like super chill.
They're
Yeah,
chill.
Maybe not the
chill
Catholics, but
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know any Catholics myself, so I can't say.
But
I know some
overall,
Catholics. They're
going
hot,
back to the
and I know
book.
them from manga.
Hold up.
So yeah, going back to the book, the church was just threatened that their power would be overthrown by people who might turn ruthless and competent.
Because of that book.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I see it now. So the real reason they banned it was number one, knowledge. And that knowledge will lead to violence or whatever the book was teaching.
Not
Knowledge is
necessarily
power.
violence.
And power
teaches
means
you
you get
how-
to rule people. And the church
Yeah.
doesn't want other people to rule people. They want themselves to rule people.
Yeah,
That's the
okay.
main idea. It's not about just violence. It's the
No,
main
I
idea
know,
is the
I know,
power part.
But like that's just a branch of a little reason within that reason.
Because if we're talking about violence, even the church does violence. They sent crusaders, man. I'ma tell you, they still do violence.
Right.
Right? They have penance.
I forgot people do. I forgot people do crusades back in the ye old days.
Ye old days, the good old days,
the good
man.
old days when men had balls and swords and they ride horses to go
When
into battle.
they had buckets on their heads.
They had
Pretty
buckets on
sick,
their
I'ma tell you.
heads.
Hell yeah.
They had cloth over metal. That's insane, dog.
Yeah. But other than that movie, right, which talks
Yeah.
about the working man, the
Yeah, the
criminal
working
life,
man.
and a kid looking into those perspectives.
yeah.
We also look at sports movies like Rocky.
Mm.
Everyone knows
Oh.
Rocky.
Yeah.
All
Good
80
movie.
movies of Rocky.
There's 80. No,
Yeah.
there's 80 movies.
There's 5 movies, but okay. But the thing about Rocky is that it talks about how life is harsh and it's always gonna beat you down. You know, it's always gonna beat. You're gonna be like, you know,
Especially
you're
if
always gonna
Rocky
be.
Balboa.
Yeah, you're always gonna be facing hardships. Whether you're gonna lose money, you lose your family, someone
Lose your
dies, and
job.
all that. But yeah, even job. But you won't. You shouldn't give up and stand up and keep fighting in life. That's the
Keep
basic
fighting,
concept of Rocky. So this is the interesting part. Why I love these types of movies as a kid as well, growing up as a teenager. Which is why, yeah, I applied it to my life.
Now explain the you of today of why you are watching
Isekai.
shitty isekai movies anime.
Okay, isekai, right?
Okay,
it's
yeah.
so. It's like it is creative because you can do whatever bullshit you want, no matter how garbage it is.
That's just
You do what you want.
That's just any story. You can make any story. You okay?
Right? If you make, let's say, a high school slice of life, you can't do
Yeah.
much with it, right? You have to have a beach episode. Sometimes you may have a beach episode. Sometimes you may have to do this.
Yeah,
It's like
what
everyone
if-
is predictable.
yeah. What if they have
It's so predictable.
What if they have superpowers and then it's not predictable?
But they still wear the same clothes.
Okay, fair. Got you.
Right? In
Okay.
Isekai,
In
you
isekai.
add any monster you want. You add any bullshit of a power you want. Right?
know
You,
you can-
do whatever you want.
You know, you can do the exact same thing
Yeah.
with a normal
And you-
fantasy
The
genre.
normal
wait.
fantasy genre. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah,
wait
yeah,
for him.
yeah, you
Wait
can.
For him. Wait for him.
Wait for it, right?
Yeah.
But you can also bring whatever bullshit you want from this world. Because I'm talking vending machines. I'm talking
Fucking
man
hate
turned
it.
into swords.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah, it's always the main character that's like a shovel in the fucking plot. It's like, so
I'm talking.
how do you know how to do this? I learned it from economics.
I'm talking about books. I'm talking about all that bullshit you can do. You see how much bullshit you can do with isekai? So you can do whatever you want,
Yeah,
no matter
it's the most
how
bullshit
garbage it
genre
is.
ever.
I love this bullshit of a genre. So yeah,
No, but like, isekai is great and all if you do it right. But
Yeah,
a lot
if
of
you
the
do it
times,
right.
people use it as like a cheat way for you to make content, you know. And a lot
Yeah,
of the times
I get
it just
that.
ends up being boring.
It's always the oversaturation
Yeah, I know it's-
of
yeah.
the genre. Like you can have, it's like shonen, right? Back then shonen was also, I mean, just right now it still is oversaturated. A lot of young kids becoming heroes. Same as the isekais. They put in a shonen in there. A lot of adults become young kids, become heroes, have like a second chance in life to become
or
heroes.
they're just old. They
Or
were
they're-
reborn old and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. I'm fine with the genre. I just don't like a lot of the things that people get away with. with it.
Yeah, fine with the genre, not fine with the people like making
Yeah.
the creators like being lazy about it.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it is that I would still watch all of that garbage.
yeah.
I would watch it from start to finish.
Yeah. I believe, right. Since we're talking about like interesting stuff, in stuff media, you people who always go for the golden standard, always chase for it without knowing what shit is, right? They don't know the true, how do you say, the true funness, the funness of like enjoying
but
this
they're always
media.
having fun, so like I'm kind of jealous too.
No, that's the thing. If you've watched enough, right, you can have fun watching the shit ones. I have fun watching shitty anime. You know that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
unless the right thing is like they're not even fucking
Twinkle
trying at
Nora
all.
Rock Me.
Okay, that one's fucking great. That one's like so bad it's good kind of deal. And then
Yeah,
you have,
I
and then you
get
have
you.
fucking Mayoiga. Have you guys watched Mayoiga? Do you know Mayoiga?
I don't
Mayoiga,
think
the song
so.
by Eve. I
No,
love
no,
Mayoiga, the song by
Okay.
Eve.
I think it's about time for me to tackle Mayoiga again with you two.
Oh
Right.
yeah, please no spoilers because I was planning actually to watch it.
No, yeah. Let's watch it. Let's all watch it together. It's
Oh, actually, yeah.
It's the fucking worst anime I've ever watched. I have never passionately hated an anime as much as Mayoiga. That's all I'm gonna say about it without spoiling
God.
Fedora.
Oh god.
But-
yeah,
but-
we need to watch this.
Yeah. But if we're thinking to like another shit anime, there's also like, it's a miracle how this was fucking greenlit. What's this called again? Iromanga Sensei.
Oh, that's fine, really.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Like, but apparently the light novel was like really bad, but the anime was good. Kind of deal. It came out good, right? I do agree it was good, but in terms of like plot settings and everything, you go like, what the fuck is this shit, really? Right? Because it's always about the incest plots, you know. It's like, what the fuck? Come on, man. And it's by the same fucking author as
I have a theory.
Oreimo. Yeah.
I have a theory. The guy who wrote Oreimo is probably sisters or stepsisters
No,
with
that's the thing.
with the singer, with the opening song singer,
No, I don't. Clarice, really?
Clarice. Yeah, because like they're like both anime,
Yeah.
Oreimo and Ada.
Mm-mm.
It's like sung by Clarice.
Yeah,
I bet.
Yeah, you bet. Darn, man.
Some sort of self-insert or something.
The crazy part is that I think I've heard somewhere or read somewhere that the author doesn't even have siblings. So all of this shit is just from his mind, bro. I think.
Oh my
I
god.
could
Yeah,
be
honestly,
wrong.
if he does have siblings, he wouldn't even write this.
Probably.
Yeah, he probably would not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Like syscon and brocons are only for people who don't have siblings.
Yeah. That makes
Okay,
sense.
moving on. I
Moving
also
on.
think about manhwas, yo. Manhwas,
Okay, yeah.
the greatest
Monster
engineer.
Hunters.
Amazing. American jokes. Memes.
Memes.
What else? Isekai.
Yeah, no.
Engineering.
Engineering.
All sorts of bullshit. But I think what I like about it is just the American comedy. It's so funny. It's some genius, man.
Cool. American comedy. I mean, yeah. I mean, America itself. The interesting thing about like American media, right? It's because America ruled television media back then, and like
Yeah.
they fucking went for it back then too. It's like everything you see is like American, and then like soon over the other countries come in and like pitch in, and then
Yeah,
like
we got like Matkilaw.
Matkilaw.
Hunt the Zombie Kampong Pisang.
But what I'm saying is because of that, right? It's like all of us have like this vision of what America is, or you know, what America is, because like all these cartoons, they reach so far internationally, they become so big because of this one monopoly of a country that can internationalize almost anything they put on the screen. That's fucking, it's crazy, dude. And then like I guess it's not a negative effect, it's a good effect as well. It's the same with anime as well, right? Anime become popularized on the screen. People are like, oh, they have this vision of Japan now, this and that. But because it's in another language where they don't really understand, and of course the culture is 1000% different from the norm, right? People, you know, you get these people having, it's like this negative thing where people assume that Japan is like anime and all of that. Some of it is true, right? Like the way things can the way conversations can go, some part. But other than that, like the language and everything, it's so fucking different.
Yeah.
You interact.
That's true.
I mean, like language is probably the reason why people don't like engage in other medias too.
Yeah.
Like we're weebs, right? We love Japanese shit.
We love Japanese
Yeah.
shit.
But then
Like, a
again,
lot of our
once people
own-
talk about Chinese shit, people like stop talking about it, even though they're really great too.
No,
Yeah, they're really great. As
I
well.
think a lot of Chinese stuff like media is fucking great.
They're great.
I've heard stories from like my friend. He's Chinese. He tells me like, oh, there's this new Chinese anime that came release, and he was telling me about it. And like they have such fucking wild ideas, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
what? That's a thing? That's insane. It's like, I think there was one popular Chinese anime that came out 2-3 years ago. It was about these two guys.
Time travel.
Time travel. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
probably-
I fucking love that. It's my favorite Chinese anime.
Yeah. Like the concept. I think the concept was these two.
时光代理人.
These two guys do time travel, but they're not as themselves. They're time traveling into the past, into other people's bodies, and they
Yes.
play as
So, like-
play as them.
So like the guy with the black hair can go into pictures basically.
Yeah.
Look at photographs and go into the time where that photograph was taken.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy with the white hair is like the database and can communicate with him through the picture.
He's the guy on
Yeah,
the chair.
that is wild.
the guy in
Yeah.
the chair.
But
So-
one thing that you gotta take note of when it comes to Chinese stories in general,
Yeah.
I find a lot of this. Sometimes I get sick of it because it's a lot. Think
It's a
about
lot-
Chinese stories.
It's a lot as in.
This is the same recurring theme.
Okay.
Poor person. For example, this is example, right? Poor
Yeah.
person disguised as a rich person. Rich person disguised as a poor person. Weak-looking person, but is actually very strong. And these enemies, these guys, the people that hate them or make fun of them, like, why you do this? You're supposed to be poor. How did you get that car? You probably got some loan, You probably got some loan. Don't worry, I can pay for you if you just do something for me. And he's just ignored. It's like, at first, early on, I was so satisfied. It was nice. But then it's just become like this repetitive, like, it gets too repetitive.
No, it's just like I guess still is the current situation of manhwas where everyone wants to do solo leveling.
Yeah, it's like, everyone else is
Yeah.
snobbish and they look down upon this one person.
Uh,
But they didn't know this person is gonna be the strong one. Basically, like SAO, you remember Kirito? Everyone knows he's strong. This one, they just look down upon them because they think that this guy is weak.
it's always the underdog story, right? It's so much.
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
oversaturated. I get you. Like I'm
Basically,
yeah. Go on.
no. That's like basically a lot of Korean media, right? Because they have a set formula they use that works.
Yeah.
Like if it works, it works, right?
If it was to worse, and then everyone just does it.
Yeah.
No one's taking risks, dude.
Yeah,
Not
that's true.
enough.
That's true.
Yeah. And anyone that takes risks is exactly why the movies or whatever they made is so interesting, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like Edgar Wright. Okay, I'm talking Edgar Wright. He did what's the spy movie called? The British one, the one with the
Johnny English.
Galahad.
Kingsman.
Kingsman. Yeah, he did Kingsman. And if you remember Kingsman, the movement and everything, how the story goes was very snappy, right? It's like snap. Everything fell into place as everything snaps. Because Edgar Wright does this very interesting directing method. It's not exactly how do you say? It's not rare thing, but you don't see a lot of people do it. But you can tell by how the dialogue goes, by how the scene is portrayed, that this is an Edgar Wright film. And and if you remember, if you guys have watched Hot Fuzz or that zombie movie, it was a funny zombie movie. Shaun of
Kingsman,
the Dead.
mas eh?
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, no.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
No. Kingsman had a zombie movie?
No. There was one time when everyone's mind was controlled or some shit.
But that's not zombies.
They're not zombies, but they acted like zombies,
Yeah, but that's just mind control. I would have said mind control.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Musiq.
It's like it's those kinds of like directors, weird people that keep whatever we're watching really interesting, you know. And people say, "Oh, this is great. No one has done this, or it's rare to do this, or like this would fail, but it's somehow made well," kind of deal.
Honestly, I think it's not more like a lot of people don't do this. I think it's a lot more towards the regulations and the investors putting in marketing and like what do you call that? Publication and stuff.
No,
Because like Hollywood loves all the mainstream movies and stuff, right?
yeah.
Like when was the last time you watched a B movie?
Here comes
It's
the
been
sun.
not that B movie, like
B-rated movie.
B-rated movies.
Oh,
like it's been a while,
fuck.
right? It's been a while since
Yeah.
they even released it on the cinemas. Tapi like 10-20 years ago, there used to be a ton.
Dude, they were all of them were like comedic as well. It's fucking
Yeah.
great. It's always parodies.
But let me tell you, of the greatest era of action movies
When was this?
was Sylvester Stallone versus Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I was just saying Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Expendables?
Imagine these two guys bashing it out. Who kills more people in a movie?
In the
Who can
movie.
kill more people creatively? You know, all that kind of stuff. They were just complete rivals. They were going at each other. Nowadays, they're just very peaceful. And now we got Expendables. But imagine such an era, you know. Rambo was just a thing. But then there was the Terminator. So there's like
Yeah.
Rambo 2. Rambo 2.
Back then, even they made B-rated movies, and it was actually pretty good.
It's-
Like,
yeah.
pretty enjoyable. Doesn't have
Yeah.
to be like
over the
top
top or
tier,
anything, top or
like,
anything.
high budget and high grossing. It's just it's fun.
It's fun, yeah. That's
Yeah, it's fun. It was a rivalry. Just imagine, it was such an era. Like we know we'll have The Rock, right?
yeah.
Man doesn't even got a rival. Dwayne Johnson haven't got a rival, but he does have a best friend, Kevin Hart.
No, that's his rival. No, that's his rival. What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean they're both the same height.
Yeah, they're both
The same height. But still, though, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if you get into a rivalry with somebody, maybe Jason Statham, or maybe he get into a rivalry with Jason Momoa, or any Jasons out there,
Yeah,
right?
there's a lot of Jasons out there.
It's just a Momoa.
Yeah.
He does. He's like Aquaman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Aquaman.
Does he play anything else other than that?
Didn't he also play something in Game of Thrones or something?
Oh, does that
Something,
him?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Alright.
imagine if these two had a rivalry in action movies or in movies in general, right? Who was better? What was that? What is that guy called again? That
one?
Dwayne Johnson be the superhero. He played as?
Adam Black Adam.
Adam Black.
Black
Adam. I think
It's
that was
Black Adam. Yeah, should be Black Adam.
I call him Shazam. You know what? That I actually call him Shazam. Shazam?
No, Shazam is the other guy, the good one.
Hush, right? Shazam. And then we got Aquaman. If these two battle, who has the better movies, who can kill many people, we might get the greatest superhero movies in history of mankind, right?
I think like the age of superhero movies are just like it's fallen, man.
I think it died
Yeah.
when Marvel Phase 3 died.
Yeah, when the moment like Endgame happened and they concluded with like Spider-Man, it was
Yeah, no,
done.
it
dude.
only ended when what?
It really
Stanley
ended there.
died. Yeah, it really ended when Stanley died.
I mean,
Because I can
there's
tell they took a lot of liberty after, the death of Stanley. Like a lot of liberty to change a lot of stuff.
did he have a hand in the production of the movies as well?
Not
He did.
much actually.
Yeah, so that his death shouldn't have affected anything by right. I think it's just the fact that
It's the CEOs, man. It's the Disney CEOs.
no, I
It's
think
the-
I think they're already losing because they're doing it in parts like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, right? Phase 3 was like fucking grand. It was fucking amazing. It's like the whole world was for it, It's like, oh,
Then
what's
they
gonna
started
happen?
milking it in Phase 4.
Yeah, and then like a phase, and then like no, like towards phase 4, right? Because in phase 3 we still had fucking Captain Marvel. I didn't watch that shit because it looked. I didn't like what it was, showing for Captain Marvel. And I've heard from many people as well that were religious Marvel watchers. Like, oh no, don't watch Captain Marvel. It's pointless. There's nothing to the story or anything.
Oh yeah, I watched it for Nick Fury.
I just watched it.
You just watched it, and
it wasn't really great. I would say
it wasn't great. It wasn't fun at all.
It was fun for Nick Fury and only Nick Fury.
Oh, Nick Fury. Okay, got it. And then like I'm just gonna shit on Captain Marvel right now because I don't like her. In the Endgame. Yeah, Endgame. You know where they had that very first section where they're like, yeah, women have power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Isn't that when Stanley passed away? I'm gonna tell you that.
No.
No. Let's not talk about Stanley passing away.
Yeah, no. That has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with the direction. Like Stanley doesn't do anything but cameos in these ones. Respected cameos, if anything, like because the motherfucker fucking built Spider-Man and all that shit, right? But yeah,
he actually died during phase 3.
Darren.
He was good.
Yeah, it was like way before Endgame.
But anyway, what I was saying is that part where like Spider-Man was like having trouble, right? It's like, one of Marvel's flagship heroes, Spider-Man, having trouble. What's gonna happen? And then like the woman's like, oh, I'll handle this, kid. And then like all this very forced shot of all the women fighting together. It's like, come on, man. At least make it subtle. At least make it subtle, right? It's a superhero movie, yes. Women have power. We have superheroes are women as well.
You don't have to like point it out.
You don't have to point it out. And like Captain Marvel, she wasn't interesting at all. Like meeting her, it's like, oh, I'm serious. I defend the Earth, and then blah blah blah. Fuck off, I guess. We don't need you.
Yeah, there are great female superheroes out there, but
there are. Yes.
Why did Pepper have to be in there? I don't think she was a hero in the first place. Pepper was in there.
She was Iron Woman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
At least if there's a backstory for that.
Yeah, I mean, like, isn't she more of a like man in the seat kind of?
She's supposed to be.
Person behind this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the whole purpose of the Endgame, right, is
is everyone being there.
Avengers assemble. Yeah. Yeah. And everyone be there, right? I think that's fine, right? Like Tony's wife comes to like help him or something. I think that's fine. He fucking dies.
But who's taking care of the girl?
Oh, you're fucking right. Damn. I don't know.
Probably happy.
Taking care of the robots.
But
yeah, my money
but yeah, like after like that whole thing like closes down, right? You've killed off Iron Man. You've also killed off Captain America, right? And then like everyone's story closed essentially.
Except for Spider-Man. Oh my god. Spider-Man.
I think they also killed off Hulk. Hulk needs justice. They killed off Hulk.
Oh yeah, they
now we just got Bruce Banner Hulk.
Yeah. yeah. But in the end, right? The book is closing in the third phase, and they're trying to open another book in the fourth phase, right? With new faces and everything. But I think it's also because people had so much expectations were exceeded in Endgame. Yeah. And then they exceeded it even more during
Loki.
Not Loki. I haven't watched Loki.
Loki's
but
good. I like Loki.
Okay.
It's really good.
No. I'm strictly talking about movies now, right? What's his name? The Spider-Man, the last movie.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Yeah, No Way Home. And they closed Spider-Man's book there as well, right? That's like, okay, that's like one of the last Avengers story, right? And then you bring in these new characters, right? And they come out with these really tame, very mild flavor movies with nothing really mild to bad movies, right?
Yeah.
And then that's where Marvel killed itself, because they've killed the interesting cast already, which I think is fine, but they didn't keep up with whatever they were producing from before. So like movies, the superhero movie era right now, as much as oversaturated they may be back then, it's over, man. It's like this. It's no longer. No one is, excited. No one's excited for a trailer anymore. No one wants to know what's gonna happen. Like any Marvel movie I see that came out, I'm like, oh, that came out. I didn't know that came out.
Yeah, I remember back in those days, right? There was a trailer for just Thor, because I love Thor, right? I love Thor, I love Hulk, and me and my cousins were so hyped up for the new Thor movie. I forgot it was the second Thor movie.
Oh, that's so fucking
Dark World. The second one's bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So sick. The trailer was so hype, and when I watched it, I loved it. You know?
Huh?
The second movie, ba?
The second movie.
That's the worst one.
The one with Teletubbies.
Teletubbies?
Yeah, the one with Teletubbies, right?
No, the one with the third movie was Ragnarok, I think. Second movie. Wait, what was the second?
Second movie is the one where the big bad guy came from the sky and Thor's like, I don't fight you. It was so boring. I think
the Dark Worlds.
Yes, that was the worst one.
Yeah, the one with Teletubbies.
I liked it. The fuck?
That was the worst one, dude.
No, I mean, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, okay, but
it's the worst one.
It's the worst one.
It's still the great one. Still good. But then the third one is the best though, because Korg. Yeah.
See, okay, I love the third one because
I love Korg.
I love the third one because it brought so much life. It brought so much life to Thor, right? If you look at the first Thor movie, it was like serious kind of deal, right? And then on the second one,
oh, I didn't see that. I thought it was sick actually.
The second one was like, I don't know, I couldn't keep up with the second one because
for me, when I love the second one, right?
Yeah.
But when the third one came out, it was like, whoa, it was like a super big switch from super serious to something like that, because that's what heroes do.
I think
it becomes very
the second one
funny.
They just tried so hard for it to be like
very serious. Yeah,
very serious.
They were trying to be gritty with Thor.
Yeah, I like that one. But then when it was a big jump, like a big switch to something like he's a funny guy, from a super
Ragnarok
serious
and
hero.
Thunder. Love them both.
I haven't watched Love and Thunder.
I haven't watched Love and Thunder, but
Ragnarok,
he became like a funny Thor, and I was like, this is a big change in personality. And I'm like,
I mean, you've seen him change to his personality, like from the Avenger movies. That's why he changed that much.
No, the first one, for example, right?
Yeah.
He's like, another smashes that glass cup. That was funny. Like you get to see Thor being this funny brute.
Yeah, then this movie came.
And he's still a funny brute.
Serious.
Is he?
Yeah, he's serious and a funny brute. But the third one, it's like he's not even a brute anymore. He's just funny.
He's just funny.
Does that make sense?
No, I don't. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't remember a lot of the second one because I said it before. It was hard for me to catch up with it because of the vibes of it. Like, I couldn't put myself in the film.
It's like watching Batman, honestly.
Which Batman?
Exactly, it's dark.
It's dark. Yeah, it's pretty much very dark. But still, though, it's like that huge switch for me. I was like,
okay.
This is not what I'm used to. This Ragnarok, but I love it. It's funny.
Yeah,
and there's Korg.
It's a fun direction.
Korg. I love
it's a
Korg.
fun direction. Well, as long as you like it, as long as you love it, that's chill, right?
Yeah. I also want to complain about Hulk.
Which Hulk? I mean, sorry, I was talking about the movie. Anyway, go on. Sorry, you have to.
Okay, the best Hulk is 2008 Hulk. All right.
The original Hulk.
The original one.
Yeah, the original Hulk. Like, okay, what was his name? The actor.
I don't remember.
The one that's not the current actor.
Yeah, not Mark Ruffalo. The previous one.
Yeah.
Who is the actor? Edward Norton? Was it the Norton Hulk? That is the most badass Hulk known to man.
I agree.
I'm gonna tell you, put that Hulk against Thanos. Thanos would be shitting his pants because the Hulk by Bruce Banner, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, is a pussy, right? He just got beat once and he just got scared. I'm like, what the fuck, right? And that's how he become Professor Hulk. But the Hulk that was
from
from 2008
tame in the MCU.
It's a lot more tame.
Even though he's supposed to be like the strongest thing ever.
Actually, the 2008 is supposed to be a part of this MCU. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah, yeah,
It
was
it
supposed
is,
to
it
be.
is. But like
Yeah.
once the official MCU started, he just kind of
Yeah,
fell off.
because
like,
that Hulk.
mm,
Come on, man. Like the angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes.
yeah.
You know.
But I can understand from like a writing point why they did that to the Hulk, because like they want to
It's gonna be
humanize.
too OP.
They want to humanize each of the heroes in a way of sort, and giving Hulk that vulnerability, that weakness makes him interesting in terms
They
of
killed off Hulk way before they killed off Captain America and Iron Man. I'm gonna tell you that. I dislike them. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion. The Hulk.
And you can tell it in the writing as well. They're like, Hulk, we're gonna come on, be green, be big and angry.
Be green Hulk. Oh, it's not rising. Oh, how about some foreplay?
Yeah. And then he tries to pretend to be Hulk. Hulk smash. Boom. Grr. And I'm like, come on, man. What happened to my beast?
What happened to the boy? What happened to the man?
Right, remember when he used to be like, Loki was like, I am a god! And he just
Smack,
boom,
smack,
boom,
smack,
boom,
smack.
smack, left, right. Puny god.
Dude, that scene where like he goes, I'm always angry. It was so fucking legendary, dude. Honestly.
That is a legendary scene, you know.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
even there's a meme. I love the meme from that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, you play games all night? Don't you get tired? That's my secret, Captain. I'm always
always
tired.
Fucking passes out in bed immediately. Oh man, dude. Fucking memes back then. I've saw this Twitter post the other day, right? Since we're still talking about media, the interest of media or whatever. I saw this post like right now in our current time, our current meme economy, memes only survive a few days to a week, right? Or even hours, right? Back then, when like the internet wasn't as open as now, where it was just mostly just YouTube and
Yeah, it lasted a whole year.
yeah,
so.
they lasted years, man. There was Numa, there was Rickroll. Those shit lasted for so fucking long.
It's iconic.
It was an era.
It was an era, yeah. And I think now, right? I think the last meme that I remember dying was the fucking "I'm just a chill guy" meme. And do you know how it died?
Yeah.
Wait, how?
Oh,
Okay.
because NFTs.
No. Okay, so I'm a chill guy is usually just like, it's just for initially it was just for men saying like I'm just chill, right? Whatever, just a chill dude. And every guy loved it. Everyone loved it because it was just a guy going, I'm just a chill guy. Like it's okay, man. Nothing wrong with it. And then like, apparently it got ruined and killed by a girl that wanted to join in on this meme. And changed it to
Chill gal.
yes, I'm just a chill gal, and they added hair on the character. I'm like, and it's like, I was like, you can play with us, yeah, you can play. Just don't change the meme to fit, your gender. It's like, I believe, right, the term guy is a very unisex term,
Gender neutral.
term, yes.
Yeah.
It's like, it's that guy, it's that girl. I mean, you can say gal, right? Sure, to be more specific. But if you're like in a group and you want to call everyone, right? Like, hey everyone, but you want to be more casual, like, hey guys, and everyone, everyone responds. I think I'm going nowhere with this really. I'm just saying.
I don't understand a single thing you just said.
I'm just saying, man. Fuck. Memes, man, they die.
I think one of the oldest memes, man, I'm gonna tell you, was emo SpongeBob. Anybody remember emo SpongeBob? That was the stupidest shit I ever.
Last year, or like, was it 2 years ago, when each month, every single month, there's a new SpongeBob meme.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was actually fun.
But I don't remember actually.
You don't remember? Okay, I think it's because you didn't notice.
I probably did not.
So essentially, what someone found out was that each month that happened, a new meme related to SpongeBob would come out.
Dude, I feel like I know this now. Actually, I can tell. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
When I think about it.
Yeah. Like you, like at first, like when 2022 started, it was the chicken SpongeBob meme, right? The fucking ugly one. And then after that, it was another SpongeBob meme from an old episode.
Yeah, it was the naked.
You know, I'm so sorry.
Patrick one.
It was the naked Patrick one or whatever, and then it just kept on going.
Yeah,
It's
then I'm a leave one. Then there's like the Squidward one.
The Squidward one. It's like it wasn't staged or anything. It just happened.
Yeah, it just happened.
Yeah.
The first
But look at that- look at
4
that
seasons of Minecraft of SpongeBob is just peak.
I've actually never seen emo SpongeBob.
You've never seen emo SpongeBob.
I don't
Never
think
seen him
so.
with SpongeBob.
How about you,
Oh,
Freddy?
Only like once or twice.
Okay. It was an era, right? Every emo was the shit, right? Emo, skateboarding, and all that stuff, right? Back in those days.
I mean, I saw emo memes. I just didn't see emo SpongeBob.
I've only seen emo SpongeBob on Giphy.
Damn.
Man, back in those days, emo SpongeBob was everywhere. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it here. And there.
Damn, dude.
It was everywhere for some reason, and I remember this SpongeBob for a while.
Like I think my earliest meme, my earliest understanding of a meme was just when there's only text on it. It's like picture, like the same, like viral picture, and then there's two texts describing whatever is happening.
Yeah, top text, bottom text.
Yeah, top text, bottom text. And
That was an era.
And I thought that itself was just a meme, right? So I just like, you know, followed it, fucking consumed it like a degenerate.
Yeah.
and then fast forward, right? I learned about the true meaning of memes, what it means traditionally. You know,
It's because you watched PewDiePie, didn't you?
No, I learned it from
Meme review.
No. I learned it somewhere.
Like the real meaning of memes. Like
okay, yeah. So
the
The
grammatical,
meaning of the memes.
yeah.
official meaning of memes.
Do you know what memes mean, Potato?
Actually, I
official
don't know
definition.
I can only tell what a meme is, but I cannot give you a direct definition. I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So the traditional definition of a meme is information that has been transferred in a way that is not considered traditional, not in traditional memes, not memes. Fucking hell.
Okay, go
Yeah.
on.
So like right now, right? For example, news, right? If traditionally news, you would get it from newspapers or like the news television, right? Or like word of mouth. Those are traditional means. So non-traditional means, right, would mean like people are just talking about it, having fun about it, word of mouth. But it's really blurry line between traditional if we're talking about just word of mouth.
Yeah, but like nowadays, memes can meme anything. Actually,
You understand why I'm in trouble
Memes
now.
can mean anything. Memes can mean anything.
Yeah.
These two boys.
Hey, fuck you.
I'm not a meme expert, but I do know how to differentiate between my memes and memes.
honestly, this isn't more of a meme thing. It's more of a linguistic thing.
Yeah, this
But,
linguistic
like,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, loser. Padre pasar.
But I'm not the one who research and still fucks it up.
No, I don't research it.
Yeah.
I just know about it. What do you mean research it?
I mean, look it up, basically.
Yeah, right. Look at all your research papers in your history.
I
Wow.
don't do it.
Yeah. I bet you have a thesis on memes right now. A whole ass thesis.
Actually, I did not a whole thesis, but there was an exam where it was about digital communication, and one of the topics was actually memes. And like and that's also where like I you know, in class we went into depth of what memes is. Like again, what do you call that? Spread of information that isn't through traditional means. I did it. Traditional memes. But no, yeah, it's like okay. There's a reason how we know Donald Trump is running for president. It's
from
cause
memes.
it's the memes. Yeah, it's from all of the
Yeah,
people.
It's not from the news.
It's not from the. You
we
didn't.
don't
You
we
didn't.
don't read or listen to
Yeah, you
like,
didn't get.
American mainstream media.
Yeah, you don't get it through You don't get it through mainstream media. You get it from the internet and people talking about it on the internet. Like they're not official news, but they're just like, oh, I can't believe Trump is running for president. And then you now know Trump's running for president, and you know that through memes. It's a really weird thing to put on.
I saw the JoJo meme of Trump dodging a bullet before I knew about him dodging a bullet.
Yeah, and that's counted as a non-traditional way because he found it through fan art.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you hear sometimes people are joking, joking about celebrities and whatnot, right? Through Family Guy. That's a meme.
Remember when the first President Trump term, people just meme a man to presidency. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yes,
It was a time.
but that's the funny thing about the word meme too, man. It's fucking changed now.
Yeah.
It can be a verb. It
It's
can be
volatile
a
now.
noun. Yeah.
It's a god, man. It's fucking great.
Like meme worthy is an adjective.
Yeah. right. It's fucking crazy. Like things that have like an outstanding achievement. Like for example, Skype, right? And it's dead now, sure. But back then, Skype was so revolutionary. With this communication, where people use, I'll just Skype you, just Skype me, right? And then if you're talking about the current legendary status word, it's Google, because you can use it as a verb, an adverb, whatever. So just Google it. Damn, dude, fucking insane.
Trying to be alive.
Yeah, and then Twitter as well. Yeah, tweet it. Whoa, crazy. I mean, not really. It's a part of it. You know what I mean, right? Twitter and then tweet. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, like I think the world of media is fucking great. I
think it's just like,
media.
new words always come up. Linguistics always change from time to time.
Yeah.
Now everyone's before we were like, oh, art thou Romeo? And today we're like, skibbity riz, I like your gap.
I don't believe people talk like Shakespearean English back then, man.
You don't know that? Were you there?
Dude, that's the reason it's called Shakespearean English. Shakespeare fucking put it in his fucking books all the time. Maybe
it's only popular because of the memes. The memes back then.
Right. The memes
in the
back
1800s.
then.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna tell you of, right?
Yeah.
Back in those days, people were like, what hast thou done for this place, right?
Wherefore art thou Romeo?
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Today's time, shit's bussin',
shit's busted. Okay, I think back then those words people did use, but not as much as as media did portray them. They didn't use it all the fucking time. I think people spoke normally back then, like standard English. Heck, there might be slangs back then I didn't even know.
Yeah, there definitely are slangs. Like we don't document slangs in official papers.
We don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but now we do.
And official papers are the things that actually go through in history, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, back in the early, the 2010s, right? Around the 2010s, if I'm mistaken. We used to speak in a certain way where we used to say like, how should I say? Sup fam. Fuck, I forgot how to speak that era.
Yeah, and that shit isn't like documented except for in TV.
Isn't Sup Fam
MTV
like
era
2015 or something? Am I wrong?
I remember that. No, it's also during this era, basically.
I don't remember hearing people say fam in 2010.
Like YOLO swag. Oh wait, no. Yeah, 2014 ada Joto actually. YOLO swag and all that shit.
That was around 2012. That's 2012.
Yeah, it was an era. We had a language, Waf. We had a language.
We're
Everyone
weird.
had a language.
We had a weird ass
every era.
language. Fucking insane, dude. Damn.
Yeah.
Skibbity Riz.
Nowadays it's skibbity
Yeah.
riz, yeah, to bust shit's bussin' on all. Maybe P Diddy this, P Diddy that, you know?
I think I heard an argument before that the brain rot that the kids have today is not as bad as the brain rot we had back then. I think.
I mean, we used to have emo,
I
right?
mean, there's that, but we had so many other things other than emo.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, dude, sup, man? Like,
It's-
I got
it's-
things
it's-
for you.
It's just that right now, it's all just. It's all everything is related to one another in a way because of because of TikTok.
Yeah, at least
I think,
like,
yeah.
nowadays the kids aren't racist as back then.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I'm gonna tell you
Times
something is
change.
that during this time, the world is more connected than it used to be,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So the language of skibbity riz is like super much everywhere. It's all over the world.
Dude,
But back in the days
yeah.
of MTV and all that, you know, the word dude, like my guy and all that was all in just America. And you got like blood, bloke and all that. It was all in the British. Like everyone had
Yeah,
their
yeah.
own specific culture. Even in Brunei, we had words like rugged, if anyone remembers
Where did
that
that
shit.
where did that word come from? Rugged. I never got.
I have no
rugged,
idea.
Cause like
Is it rugged or provoke? Those are the only
I've
two words.
never-
Or
I've-
poklen.
I've never heard provoke, dude. like okay, like honestly, like first time I heard rugged, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was an insult. It sounded like an insult. I'm like,
Oh
huh?
no. Rugged? I think rugged is used in Australia too.
Is it?
Yeah. Like in Brunei we call it like rugged with R
I
G E T.
And I get.
But yeah, rugged. But in Australia it's more RUGGED.
That's rugged or something.
That's rugged, bro.
Rugged, bro.
Yeah. Like rugged. And then like kau provoke. Provoke. Apa tu provoke? Like, it's an insult. Provoke was an insult. I never knew what it meant. I was like, you call everyone provoke.
I
Like,
never know
what does it
meant
mean?
either.
Right? He's like, it means provoke. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, there's also fucking, was it chawer or something? I don't know.
Chawer.
Shower, yeah, like that's not a real word, right? Or is it-
Fedora, explain. I don't know Malay.
No. Is it a real word? Is what I'm asking. That's about it.
Now what?
Chawer.
The word chawer. Is it a real word?
Is it a real word?
I think so.
It sounds so. It doesn't. Sounds like it doesn't exist, man. Honestly.
It's a Brunei slang at the very least.
No. At least like if it was like rugged, right? I'm like, oh, that sounds like something. You tell me if you tell me chawer, right? I'm like, what? I never got. I mean, I got understand what chawer means. Like it means like terrible or bad, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Negative connotation. But back when I heard chawer, I'm like, huh? I was so confused. It sounded funny, but it also sounded like the word didn't exist. And I thought my friend was having like a weird stroke or something.
That's the thing, right? Waf? Brain rot back then was more diverse than brain rot today.
Yeah, that's because of the diversity. Maybe that's why it was worse.
Probably.
Whoa,
But like, you
what,
know.
what did you say just now? Whoa, not in the
Well,
internet.
No, that's not what I mean. No, because there was so many forms of brain rot, right? Different kinds of brain rot back then. Because you're not just finding it from TikTok. I mean, right now you're finding everything from TikTok on the internet, right? All jumbled up into one thing. Back then, our brain rot was just whatever the fuck we were watching. I can't describe.
Yeah, it was more local.
It was
and,
more.
like,
It was more.
Yeah, it was more
fun.
local.
It was local. There was also on the internet, right? But back then the internet wasn't as widespread. So like
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what I mean by local. As in, you have your own bubble.
it felt like it was a bubble of it. Damn dog.
Yeah. So like, yeah, dog used to be within a different culture, the different part of America.
Yeah.
We got G and all that, like different cultures. Brain rot was just diverse, right? We got dude, we got blokes, blood, rugged. Oh, Right, back in the days, I bet my ass that back in those good old days, they're like, oh, good show. Jolly good show. Right, was an actual brain rot kind of bullshit. And the older people like, you kids, I don't understand your language.
Yeah.
Right? And it evolved to, oh, cool. Right? I don't understand your language. Like, oh man, shit's busting. I'm like,
and those were all from fucking cartoons and like whatever the fuck we were watching like on the television.
It's not just what we were watching; it was also spread around by the amongst the kids. You know, like the word "chongwei" never came from a cartoon. Where did the fuck did it come from?
I know, but I'm talking about like general brain rot.
Yeah, but back in those days, cartoons, man, cool, dude. Yeah, those are the words we use.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's different.
I still find it's crazy that I think most of us here learn English from cartoons and games.
Oh yeah, I learned my English from like watching cartoons and playing Pokemon.
I learned my English from definitely cartoons, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, right.
So much so I
What
don't.
if I raise
I can't speak Malay, man.
Yeah.
If we're forced to, we'll speak it, sure. But I don't feel comfortable speaking Malay. The other day.
Oh yeah, I was at the doctor's the other day. I was speaking English the whole way, and the doctor was speaking Malay.
Damn. Dude. Okay, so like the other day at school, I one of the teachers from the staff room called me like during a class break. He said, "Oh, what's wrong?" Right? Maybe something happened to the documents or whatever. I don't know what might have happened. And apparently, 15 years ago, 19 years ago, there was a Bruneian that studied in my school, and he came to Japan on that day, right? So I met him and was like, oh, we started speaking. He spoke to me in Bahasa Brunei, right? Malay.
Uh-huh.
And I responded back in Malay, right? But what he doesn't know, and what only I know, is every time I try to speak a different language that isn't English, I always think of Japanese. So there was like half a second hesitation of me trying to sound out a word because I almost spoke in Japanese to him.
Oh.
I mean, that's normal.
No,
I do believe
I
that because
know.
you're assimilated into the culture.
Ato.
No, it's because in my head, right? It's like, oh, okay, my normal setting is English, right?
Jangan kamu makan
But my other setting
ayam.
that isn't English is Japanese. So when I want to speak something that isn't English, I default to Japanese.
Jangan kamu makan ayam.
But yeah, that was my interesting part of a second of my life the other day. Anything happened to you guys?
I got sick.
I've been staying at home a lot, so I haven't done much.
I see.
Yeah.
It's been getting cold recently too. Like
It's been like raining a shit ton.
Yeah,
It's snowing in Brunei right now.
Snowing. There's like a red
right?
weather warning.
Yeah.
Red weather warning yesterday because of all the snow.
Yeah. Banyak kita drift kemarin je, bro.
Can I just say, right? You know how usually it would make sense if the weather would like lower down in temperature bit by bit to transition to the other season, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so what happened was from summer to autumn, it got on slower. Like it was like from like 30 to like 21, 22. Sometimes as good as it goes 19, right? And then all of a sudden, when December hits, 1st December, outside was like 10 degrees, 12 degrees.
Oh.
It was a huge jump, dude. It's like, oh, what the hell?
Oh, it's like
You would
7
find me
degrees now,
hibernating, right? If anything below 19, you would find me hibernating.
Below
Only when
19?
it starts to get warmer, I start to wake up. Like, whoa.
I guess that's why you're staying at home, because it's cold. I guess it's been cold recently, I assume, because of all the rain.
Yeah, possibly, but you already know my stories. Don't worry.
Mornings are
really hot though.
How hot has it been recently? Like right now?
30 degrees at night kind of hit.
Oh, that's pretty hot, dude. What the hell? Dude, I don't think I can live in Brunei anymore, man. Like, to me, when it's nighttime, it's always chilly. But
That's why we gotta move to Wakanai.
Wait till it's summer. Then Waf's like, maybe I can still live in Brunei.
No. Even if it's, you've noticed, right? Even summer at night in Japan, it's cool.
I did not notice.
You
I
didn't
did
notice?
not notice.
It's cooler.
No.
It's cooler.
Because it's
I still did not
always dry in
notice.
Japan. Brunei is always humid, and humidity
True.
always
What
makes
do you
things
mean?
hotter.
Japan is just as humid.
Not
I actu-
100% every day though.
Okay.
I'm gonna
fair.
tell you off. I feel no different.
Yeah, because you came there during summer, and
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. If that's the thing, if I did came in like in a different time or whatever, right, I would go around like that's the main idea, right? To feel the difference of humidity in Brunei and Japan.
yeah.
What do we want me to? So when I went to the night, I'm like, I feel no difference at all. Literally.
Yeah, because you were at the peak of summer. You know where
We're gonna go to Wakanai next year, winter.
next year winter. Okay. Bet.
Bet.
Sekejap
Okay.
dulu. Let me find a job first in Japan and all that.
Oh, I've been getting ads about working in Japan as a foreigner.
Guys, listen.
I've been getting ads about working in Australia though.
Guys, listen. We could do the funniest thing, and everyone just moves here. It'll be so funny. Think about it.
Yo,
I mean, I am planning to
For
move
real,
there.
for
so
real.
For real,
don't
for real,
worry.
dude. Come on,
time
guys.
to apply
Yeah.
for my visa.
I'm waiting for you guys.
Like
Because-
other than Fedi, right?
Yeah.
I haven't. When is the last time I actually hung out with my friends from MD?
Oh.
Yeah, other friends. in India?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's Red and all that, but I'm very jarang with those guys. Because
Oh, they hang
usually
out,
in
like, every
Brunei,
week or
They
something.
hang
right?
every week.
it's usually like, it's usually with Waf, you know?
Yeah,
And now
Yeah.
he's gone, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do in this shit?
exactly.
Go-
Time to go to Japan.
Go and message some of them. It's like, go message Johnny. I'm sure he would like to have you around.
I mean, that's true. But like, yeah.
Just
I was like, what do I do? And some people are busy with, with their work. Because back in those days, I'm gonna tell you what me and Waf used to do.
Oh, fuck,
We used
I
to go
can't
to
wait to
furniture
resign.
shops. We used to go to like spend it. We used to like do all that bullshit. Right? Today it's like, what am I doing? What do I do now? I go out, like go with my little hobbies, aquariums and all that. That's
Yeah.
it. So I don't really know what to do.
Just go ask people if they want to hang out. That's it.
The only but nowadays I am trying to hang out with my uni friends, but like not a lot often because they also have their own lives.
Actually,
So I'm like, yeah.
When back then, when I was playing games with Rit, he was asking me, oh, where's Potato? Isn't he like in UTB or something? He's like, yeah, he's graduating. And he's like, I haven't seen him in a while. It's like, ah, why you ask? Like, oh, because my office is by UTB.
Oh,
Yeah,
he doxed
By
himself.
YouTube. Mana tu ah? Shit, damn.
yeah, but
There's
Sure, I
only
could
one
meet him.
office next to UTB. He
That's
kinda
UBD
doxed
core.
You kind of doxed him.
hey man, we only have 7 people listening to this podcast.
Oh. And one of them's Bruneian.
Yeah, and they know him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They all know me. That's one thing for sure.
Yeah, they all know him. So there's really no point. I mean, it's not like let's say people in Brunei are listening to this, right? They don't know his face, right?
Oh, yeah, there's like a billion Rids in this world, too.
Yeah, I mean, not even
Okay, come on.
I love Red.
Not even his face, like all our faces mostly. Nah, man.
Exactly. They don't even know my voice.
Yeah.
It changes every week.
Changes every day, every week, every hour.
Yeah.
But
They don't
yeah,
even know my hair. Actually,
But I-
everyone does know
but
my hair. Shit.
I think this is a good place to wrap it up. We've diddle daddle quite a long while.
Diddle
Yeah.
daddle.
You
You
know,
can't be like P Diddy all the time, you know.
what the fuck does that mean?
I have no idea what I just said, but yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this week's episode of the Nonsense Base podcast. 31, guys. 1 whole month of Nonsense Base. If you watch each episode a day, you
reach a month.
You reach a month, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and get ready because we're gonna have a Christmas special or something in the next on the next
surely.
episodes or something. But yeah,
Sure.
thank you all for watching once again. My name's Waf. Here with me are Mr.Protato and Mr. Fedora.
Aw. Better put some like pure news punya music at the end.
And-
I finished my peanuts. I can't pass any more to you, Potato.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.